Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In this tech tutorial video, we're going to teach you step by step how you can create and add a task to your to-do lists, timelines, Kanbans, add other projects on Jira in 2025. It is very simple, guys, and we're going to teach you how to do this without any project management or technical skills. So let us dive right into it. Alright, so in the first step, guys, head over to jira.com, log into your account, and select the project from that list of ongoing projects here on the left panel. So let me go with this one here for demonstration purposes. Of course, you can always start a completely new project by clicking into more projects here at the bottom of that list if you haven't done that yet, and click into view all projects here. And after that, click into create project here at the top. Start with a completely new blank project or go with one of the available project templates. You may do that as well. Project templates like Kanbans, for example, and so on and so forth. So let me close that list of project templates and head over to this project here, My Team Kanban. So you can customize your project, change its name here at the top. Click into these three dots here and delete this project. Customize its settings under project settings here. Invite your coworkers to join your project by clicking into invite people here, and so on and so forth. So let's assume you would like to create a project task or a series of tasks for your project and assign team members or co-workers to it. It is actually very simple, guys, and Jira will allow you to create these tasks, add subtasks to them, set due dates, attach task instructions, and so on and so forth to it. So what you want to do in the first step, guys, is select your given project's view, like for example timeline, board, calendar, form, list, and so on and so forth. Now for the sake of the story, we're going to go with a board view because it resembles, for example, various to-do lists in your projects listed in various columns, like a to-do list here, then in progress, done, and so on and so forth. So that you can assign newly created tasks to these columns or lists and navigate them across these lists depending on their status. Like for example, if they haven't been started yet, you may add them to this list here to do, and later once you have started working on them, move them to in progress, and once they have been completed, move them to done here. Of course, you can add more columns and to-do lists by clicking into this button here. Click into create column. But to create the task, guys, simply click into this plus create button in the given column or list. So let us start with that to-do list here on the left panel because the task hasn't been started yet. Click into it, and after that, name your task. You can add as many tasks to these lists as you like. Let's say, for example, you're preparing a wedding. So one of these tasks would be, for example, to prepare a guest list. And after that, create a second task that might be, for instance, sending the wedding invitations to these guests, and so on and so forth. So simply keep adding these tasks to your to-do list if you're working on your project. And that's basically it. You will see the given work items key here. Work items are basically tasks, sprints, epics, or sub items like subtasks, and so on and so forth. So you may customize your task easily, guys, but before you do that, you may pay attention to that icon in the bottom right corner of the given task. Here you will be given the opportunity to quickly assign a team member or coworker of yours to the given task. As you can see, the default status is unassigned. So if I click into it, I will be given access to that list of my project and workspace members. So you may leave it at or keep it at automatic, or simply go through that list of your workspace or team space members below and assign these to your task. So let me assign myself to this task here, and there you go. After that, you will see that icon of the given user here. So guys, to customize your task, click into it with your left mouse. That is going to open up that menu here. So there's actually quite a lot you can do here, guys. For instance, you can rename your task here at the top, starting with this. Simply click into the name and either click into this checkmark icon to confirm your renaming, or click into that X icon to cancel that. Then you can describe your task below by clicking into this text field below description. And here, for instance, leave further instructions for your task assignees. Like for example, you may hyperlink by adding a link here. You may, for example, attach an action item. You may attach external files like images, videos, or PDFs, documents, etc., etc. Simply click into this button. After that, locate the given file on your device, and so on and so forth. Now, if you'd like to mention specific team members and give them, for instance, specific instructions, guys, you may always mention them by clicking into this button here, or simply use the add key on your keyboard, and after that add the username of the given user you would like to mention. So let me do that really quickly with myself. Press add and then add the username. Then you may add emojis and so on and so forth, a code snippet if you'd like to work on a coding project, and so on and so forth. Now if you click into that plus button here or into that arrow down icon next to it, you'll be given the opportunity to insert various elements like quotations if you'd like to quote somebody, for instance, a separate or a divider here, a calendar, a status. Alright, so once you have finished describing your item or your task, click into save here, and after that you will see the activity history below. For example, if you click into history here, you will see what actions have already been done, what steps have been taken for the given task, when the task has been created, when someone has been assigned to it, when someone has submitted work, when the given task has changed its status. And after that, guys, it's time to add or to assign team members to your task as well as watchers to watch the given task. Now, if you'd like to add watchers to that task, simply click into that watch options icon or eye icon here in the top right corner and simply click into add watches here and enter the name or the username of the given user you would like to add as a watcher. If you're a watcher, guys, which is usually the case if you create the given task, especially as an admin, you may stop watching the given or following the given task by clicking to stop watching here. And below, guys, you may change the given task's status. You may do that by clicking into that arrow down icon and select your status below, like to do, in progress, or done. These statuses resemble, let me just close that window, resemble, for example, your to-do lists and columns here in your projects board. As previously mentioned, guys, you can move these tasks between your to-do lists or lists in general. Like you can do that with your left mouse and simply hold your left mouse and move the given task to the other column. Release your left mouse there. Or alternatively, you click into your task to customize it and change its status here. After that, guys, it's time to assign team members to it. You may do that quickly through the task card in your to-do list, but you may also do that here by clicking into this field next to assignee, for example, and add as many team members or users through the username to that task as you like. Then you may assign labels, a parent task, for instance, a due date. So let me click into this field here, click into that calendar, and after that, let me set a due date for this task, like let's go with Friday, 12th September, just like that. You may set a start date below. Let us keep it at September 9th today, and so on and so forth. You can assign a reporter, which is usually also the person or user who created the given task, but you may switch that, of course, reporter status to someone else, and so on and so forth, guys. So that's basically it. Last but not least, guys, if you'd like to attach external files to your task, you may do that through the description box, or alternately by clicking into the plus icon here below the task name and select, for example, add attachment. After that, locate the file, like for example an instruction or guideline in PDF file format from your computer. You may do that also by adding a hyperlink by clicking into add web link here, a whiteboard presentation, or you may create a subtask by clicking into this button here, create work item, and after that simply start customizing your subtask here by entering a name and so on and so forth. If you'd like to share your task and, for example, invite externals, which means users who haven't signed up on Jira, to that task, you may do that by clicking into this button in the top right corner, share, and after that decide who you would like to share the issue or work item with. You may do that, for example, with users or teams here on Jira by left clicking into this text field and by selecting and entering the username of the given user, or use that shareable invitation link here below, for example, to share that invitation link to externals so that they may be invited and then either accept or decline the invitation to the given task. Like you may share that through direct messaging services, social media posts, and so on and so forth. Don't forget, guys, to set a project access here. On default, it should be on open, but you may also set it to private if you only want admins and people you add specifically to the project can search for the given task, or set it to limited. But if you'd like to invite people from outside to the given task, I would recommend to leave it at open. But at the end of the day, it's totally up to you guys. So that's basically it. Once the given task has been completed, you may close it, for example, by clicking into this button here, or simply, as previously mentioned, move it to another column like done. For instance, if I move that task to done, you will see that checkmark icon here indicating that the given task has been successfully completed, as well as the work item key will be strike through here. And that's basically it. That's how it works, guys. That's how you create a task step by step as a beginner in Jira. Hope you enjoyed this video, got some value from it, and we'll see you next time on our channel.